Hello and welcome to Our Kids, sponsored by Jefferson County Public Schools. I'm Ballard High School correspondent Emma Valsted. This month, we check out a food truck competition, we see students getting real-world experience with apprenticeships, and we see how our students are showing compassion. Plus, we have these student stories.
With the ideas of saving lives, the Start the Heart Foundation visits schools and JCPS to teach kids CPR.
Ballard High School students are rolling up their sleeves for the 2019 Fall Blood Drive.
The Louisville Zoo gave JCPS students an exclusive visit with some fascinating creatures.
The culinary programs with the Academies of Louisville held their first food truck competition. Students developed a business plan as well as created delicious dishes.
Talk about it.
Crepes and more!
We are the bosses. We got the wings with our types of sauces. Tell me what you want. I can tell you what the cost is. We got drip juice, but it ain't come out the faucet. And we got the tenders.
We are at Chef Space, and our students from Iroquois, Marion Seymour, and Western High Schools are presenting in the food truck finals.
Another great option is our tiramisu. Layers of espresso infused ladyfingers and mascarpone cheese cream.
I would say your menu items look fantastic. I would agree if you're going to be at a lunchtime area to think about that. Also, do you have what you would target towards children? You said birthday parties.
This is the first district-wide project-based learning opportunity for culinary, and these students are now competing here in the finals today at Chef Space.
I'm part of the business, so what we did was we wrote the whole written proposal. So our SWOT analysis plan, our restaurant concept, and everything.
Here at Crepes and More, we know social media is a big thing. That is why we will be spreading the word about our food truck through social media platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
We had a large process to get us to this point. We spent weeks and months and hours of our days and time to get through all this and present our food truck.
We had to work on math, we had to work on reading.
You know, with these days with different menu items, do you have a vegetarian menu item or?
Writing, make sure everything was correct in the correct order, organization.
The students really started from the ground up. They had to develop their food truck concept here, develop the menu, put together a business plan. These are going to be real food truck ideas that could come into fruition and be out in the world. So they really had a chance to develop that and come up with what's going to be viable and what isn't.
I love the culinary, the media arts, pretty much the whole food truck. We all buckled down.
I feel very excited because I got picked out of 125 students to come out here and present this for y'all.
Our strengths would be our creativity. So you see we got a Korean barbecue taco.
So we struggled with this, with all three teams doing excellent work. Drum roll. Western High School.
My biggest takeaway is always do more. The more you do, the better you'll get. And the more you say, the better feedback you can get.
I don't really consider it a competition. I just think it's a good opportunity to learn something new. And it's the first time doing something like this, so I think that it's like a new learning experience and us to get out there more, you know?
The teamwork, the people that I work with, I really like the energy and the level of confidence that everybody had. We have a competition in a few months, so I'm pretty sure that we're going to hit the same people and knock it out of the park again.
The JCPS Health Department has a student apprentice from Wagner High School. She is getting lots of hands-on experience.
So what we're doing is we're documenting what we actually gave to the student. That way.
I go to Wagner High School, and the apprenticeship is a medical apprenticeship, so I am working at the Health Services Department for JCPS.
You can kind of look at what I did.
I kind of work a lot with immunizations and taking care of certificates for teachers to administer.
Yep, very good.
She really brings to us the voice of a student, different perspective, obviously a lot of energy.
Doing things like this, it gives you a better experience and it opens your eyes to new opportunities. You may change your mind on what you really want to do because the pathway that I'm in is more so for people who are trying to be like doctors and surgeons, and working around them, it kind of opened my eyes like, maybe I don't want to be a doctor or surgeon, maybe I want to be a nurse practitioner.
We need to be training our workforce for the future. That's what we're about in JCPS. And, you know, she came into us thinking she wanted to be a physician, and now she sees, hey, there's different aspects of healthcare that might be interesting to me. She definitely has the personality to be a nurse practitioner.
A lot of people always ask me, how are you able to cope with this? Because I do a lot of sports. I do cheer, I do track, I'm a student ambassador for the school.
She has helped me to remember the passion and the energy of being young and just that desire to learn.
I'm doing stuff that I never would have ever dreamed of doing, and especially at my age in high school, it is a great opportunity. So I would tell anybody to go for it. I can do this. I've done this before. I'm a pro.
2 students from Seneca High School are gaining experience at their apprenticeship with JCPS Early Childhood.
Say turtle. Turtle. We're at Alex Kennedy Elementary School, and I'm here because I have an apprenticeship in early childhood, which is preschool, and I just work in a preschool classroom as an assistant, helping the head teachers and other assistants prepare these kids for kindergarten.
We have 3 apprentices here in the program, and I find it very beneficial to have the additional help in the classroom, but also it provides them that hands-on experience.
You find the puppy?
He's the puppy, the dog. The program is about working with little kids with math and reading. What do you want to read now?
It's prepared me for quite a lot. Between the kids and the adults, you learn a lot. The kids teach me something new, the adults will teach me something new, and it's just always a learning opportunity here.
It provides them that opportunity to get that exposure early on. You need to have more hands-on experience to really understand what you may encounter. And having that throughout the course of the school year, you get that opportunity to see those unexpected moments occur and how to handle that, but also you're in a campus where you have other experienced educators who support you.
I hope to be able to be like the teachers here and get experience from the little kids.
I hope that they continue the apprentice program because I think hands-on experience, that's something that is necessary when you get into the workforce, if you're going into education.
Like just counting to 10 for some of these kids is so huge, and to them it's one of their greatest accomplishments. And it's really cool to see that, and them get excited that they can count to 10 and that they can go beyond 10. This is something I could do for the rest of my life.
Coding After Class is a fun, free program offered at the JCPS Satellite Center at Shawnee.
These are kids that haven't had very much experience in doing game development at all, but they are stepping up to the challenge.
I wanted to take it because I like coding and it's something to do, to not just be at my home just watching TV.
Translates into their schoolwork because they're more critical thinkers, they're more logical thinkers.
I'm being an astronaut when I grow up, but before I get that far, I'm gonna make games.
These are things the kids are learning that there will at some point, if they choose, be the way they earn their living. So this is like playing games for money.
We have a lot more stories to come. Stay with us.
Attendance in school is vital to a student's success.
That's why we're taking a bold step in launching our first ever district-wide student attendance campaign, encouraging students to commit to missing no more than 6 days of school this year.
It's unlike anything we've ever done before. Picture pop-up parties, school celebrations, and incentives. We are teaming up with community partners, local businesses, and celebrities to share the message about the importance of attendance.
Every day counts.
JCPS serves over 100,000 students, and with that, a lot of waste is generated.
We need to do our part to recycle because it conserves natural resources, helps the environment, and saves money.
When we recycle, we put less coal and gases into the power plant, which reduces the amount of toxins in the atmosphere.
We are JCPS, and we recycle. Yeah!
Welcome back to Our Kids. I'm Ballard High School correspondent Emma Valsted. The Benet School allowed students the chance to shine at the recent Expo Fair.
We are making a mini greenhouse. Miss Liberty has brought you 3 cups with seeds in them.
We're at the Benet School and we're at the Benet Expo. We have one every year. We'll have group after group. It's every 20 minutes we have a different group. And this year,
we're doing Percy Jackson and the Olympians, the Lightning Thief.
In the book, Dad said, there is no such thing as blue food. And so guess what Mom decided to do? Only make blue food. So we have blue Kool-Aid for you to taste. Blue raspberry good. You do?
They're having snacks and stuff and drinks from the book. It's when we share some other stuff from Greek mythology. It's like I learned Greek mythology in my brain.
We're up to chapter 6 in the book, and we will read it throughout the school year. And we've done project-based learning activities throughout the year, and today we're showing everyone what we've learned.
It's about a boy named Percy who's going to be the son of Poseidon.
So like in chapter 1, we learned about the teacher being vaporized. And so to teach vaporization, that's a change in matter. So we used oobleck to talk about, is it a solid or a liquid? So we actually have a bathtub full of oobleck.
It's fun.
It's great. It's fun. There's seed in there, and I add some water in there.
What's going to happen if I put that in the ground? What's going to grow?
Some green beans.
If it smells good, hold up sweet salad. If you think it smells bad, hold up stinky game, okay?
This is super exciting for them. This brings up the rigor of the lesson, so they're able to engage. It's not just words on a page. It's actually, we're going to do this activity. We're going to do what Percy Jackson, the character, did and explore what it means so they understand it.
Who did the horn come from that Grover gave Percy? Who did the horn come from? Show us. Who did the horn come from?
This absolutely ties in with our backpack. We're able to talk about communication. They're here today. They're all showing you. They're teaching other people about what they've learned. And so they're being responsible adults in doing that. And so we're really, really excited that this is just a natural way that feeds to their backpack every day.
Welcome, kids. This is the birds you want to make. You want to make one? Okay.
And the really big thing is that they're able to share, that they're not just learning it, but how it works and train other people. Our students have multiple disabilities, and for them to be able to feel like they're giving back and that they're teaching someone else is huge for them. And they're not just a student being taught, they're actually teaching other people. And it's not separate from their learning, it actually is embedded. And so they get to pick what they want to do out of these learning experiences. It's amazing to watch the excitement in the room and how excited they are about learning.
Restorative Practice is expanding to more schools throughout JCPS. Check out how the program is enhancing social and emotional skills at Engelhard Elementary.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Miss Graham.
We're excited and pleased to be here with you today to talk about a new set of schools who will be going through our restorative practices training over the summer.
What are the 3 R's in our classroom? Go ahead and start it, Ariane.
Respect your teacher.
Respect your teacher.
It works on helping children build those relationships in a classroom, build community, support each other, and really cope with trauma and resolve conflict in a community-type setting. This summer, we will have 20 new JCPS schools that will be joining us. 83% of a child's time is spent somewhere else other than in school. And we know during that time, we not only have to teach them those academic skills, but also those social and emotional learning skills to help them deal with a lot of the situations that they might have to deal with outside of school.
It's hard having to face someone and sit down and talk to someone that you've caused harm to, whether that be emotionally or physically. At times students would rather have some other type of consequence. I'd rather just call my mom, call my dad, or just send me home. No, let's sit down, let's have a restorative circle, let's repair this harm, because we want to build and rebuild these relationships.
Circle time helped me because I used to be so shy and nervous, but at circle time I feel like I can express myself and get stuff off my chest. When I do circle time, it's good to know how others feel so you can help them with what's going on at home. I like how she's smart and intelligent.
She's smart and intelligent.
One of the important things of restorative practice that I'm looking forward to is just getting my boys in the seat to start having their own conversations. Restorative practice allows the students who have been harmed, as well as those who have harmed someone, get together and kind of start talking about it.
We are pleased with the great progress that is already being made, and we appreciate Dr. Polio's leadership and the very dedicated and knowledgeable staff that he has put together to oversee this initiative. We're excited today for how this work has the potential to truly transform our city and other cities across the country.
Ballard High School correspondent Tia Lee shows how students are learning to start the heart.
As heart attacks become more common in Kentucky, it's important for people to step up and know what to do. With the bystander CPR rate in Kentucky being so low, Officials say this is a necessity. That's what the Start the Heart Foundation wants the public to know.
Shot delivered.
Today we were teaching the students CPR, hands-only CPR, and we did that because Louisville has a very surprisingly low rate of bystander CPR, so only 25% of people who have cardiac arrest receive bystander CPR, where in some cities it's 50 to 75%. So we were trying to teach the students CPR so that if they were ever in a situation they needed to use those skills, they would be able to and hopefully save somebody's life.
Volunteers from the Start the Heart Foundation bring mannequins to the school so they can have hands-on experience with giving CPR.
They told you to put out your dominant hand and then wrap your other hand in it and then push on their chest at 100 to 120 beats per minute, or to the song Staying Alive by the Bee Gees.
The Start the Heart Foundation is teaching students how to take action and possibly save someone's life. I am Ballard correspondent Tia Lee for Our Kids.
Ballard High School recently held their annual blood drive for the American Red Cross. Correspondent Luke Wright brings us the story.
It was a busy morning for students and staff at Ballard High School. Students had the opportunity to save lives by donating blood to the American Red Cross. This blood drive comes to Ballard twice a year, and Dowd has been involved with the Blood Mobile for many years, that there is even a blood drive committee to help organize the event.
Being in the blood drive is very involved in an amazing opportunity where we get to meet people who love to give back and help each other out in this, and I think it's great.
I got involved because I personally can't donate, and so me helping and volunteering, I can still make a difference.
Doing this and being involved and participating in the blood drive is sort of helping not only other people, but helping yourself that you're making a difference and you're help saving lives.
Every pint donated helps save 3 lives, a fact that helps make the decision easy for some.
I got involved with blood drive because I had a lot of friends involved, and it's a great cause and it helps save a lot of lives.
Plans are already underway for the upcoming spring blood drive. I'm Ballard correspondent Luke Wright for Our Kids.
Stay tuned. We'll be back with more stories about JCPS.
True fact, nearly 1 in 5 children ages 10 to 17 are obese in the state of Kentucky. True fact, if you are overweight as a child, then you're most likely will be overweight as an adult.
True fact, the good news is that obesity is preventable. Daily exercise can help fight obesity.
Of all exercises, walking is the best. Walking is so easy to do, and everyone can be successful with walking to help build healthy habits in their lives. In fact, our bodies were built for walking. Walking even helps you to concentrate better, so remember to take care of your body. It's the only one you get.
Hey JCPS, make your feet your friend and get out and walk.
Put your best foot forward, JCPS, and walk your way to better health. JCPS, put foot forward.
Welcome back to Our Kids. I'm Ballard High School correspondent Emma Valsted. Middle schoolers created thousands of cards for their Operation Holiday. The students visited a local nursing home and shared some cheer.
We are at a nursing home and we're getting ready to hand out cards and talk to people in the nursing home.
We're at Signature Healthcare of Jefferson Manor, and we are so excited to have partnered with our JCPS middle school kids this year to really bring some holiday cheer to 11,000 elders in all of our states that Signature Healthcare has buildings in. It's just awesome.
Some of them don't have families that come and visit them, so we just want to do something for them to know that they're loved as well.
I did not think that there was going to be this many, really, that was overflowing on the floor, but it's a lot.
It actually feels great. It feels pretty good that I know that we're doing something positive for the community.
Our school came out here and we just wanted to show that we care for this community and that we wanted to bring cheer and we want to make everybody happy.
Warmest wishes of the season from our family to yours.
Thank you.
It makes me happy to know that I'm not that I can be one of the people who can experience this and help other people experience joy as well.
Peace be unto you, be unto you.
cards last year that went out to our communities, read everyone, and they were so great. They were things like, this is from your friend, and we're thinking of you, and I'm praying for you. And it's just such great sentiment. And you know the great thing about having a card is you can have that all year long, and you can put it up on your bulletin board, and you can remember that someone in Kentucky, in Louisville, Kentucky, really thought enough of you to do this.
None of us really just think, oh, teenagers are like bad and they don't know how to like communicate to people. But I don't really think that's true, and I like trying to say a difference. Like, we're not all the stereotypes, and like we all like to help out.
Giving, that's good, but I like to see how other people's reactions, like, not that I want credit or anything, I just want to know how they feel, and I want to know personally that I did something good.
Ballard High School correspondent Maddie Winspear introduces us to the Animal Relief Club, where students met some pretty interesting creatures.
That's fabulous.
The monthly Ballard Animal Relief Club brought in some exotic guests at a recent meeting. The after-school club usually meets to discuss ways to help out the local shelters. This visit, however, brought some wildlife that doesn't need adopting. Volunteers from the Louisville Zoo demonstrated ways you can help endangered animals. They also invited students to get up close and personal with creatures from all over the globe. One was the Madagascar cockroach. Students were allowed to feel the scales of an armadillo, the smooth skin of a skink, which is a type of lizard, and the softness of a ferret, who was fascinated with our camera. Students say the guests were fun.
Today at Bark Club, my favorite part was getting to see the ferret. It was really soft and really cute.
Today at Bark Club, my favorite part was seeing the little skink and learning all about it, because it was really weird and like different because it's not usual around Kentucky.
There are opportunities to volunteer at the zoo. You can work with camp groups as well as the species department, such as the orangutans or the elephants.
We have volunteering that begins at the age of 13. You will need to call Diane Taylor and arrange an appointment to see her for an interview, and you will be able to volunteer at the Louisville Zoo, usually with camp groups or even a keeper department.
For more information, call the Louisville Zoo. I'm Maddie Winspear for Our Kids.
Here's a cool story. Students from Jeffersontown High School visited students at Jeffersontown Elementary and taught them proper hand-washing techniques.
In between your fingers, rub your nails, and thumb, other thumb, and then back of your hand.
Today we are going around to J-Town Elementary, and we are teaching some of the first grade and kindergarten classes how to properly wash their hands and how to prevent getting germs so they don't get sick.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
What do you want to say to your germs?
Go away. I scrub them like this, and then like this, and then like this, and then this, and then this, and this.
It was important for us just because we love giving back and we love teaching the little kids. You need to make sure to wash your hands good so you don't get germs and you don't get sick.
Breckenridge Franklin Elementary has an innovative visually impaired classroom thanks to funding from the WHAS Crusade for Children.
When I first got here, I was on like a really low level, and in like less than a year, I went like more than 3 levels up.
iPads from the Crusade. We have a Braille Touch, and we have an embosser, which actually then we're able to take our documents and emboss that into Braille. Our students have the same resource and access that the general ed students have as well.
I can type on it. I can actually go on Google Classroom, so I can go on assignments from classroom to classroom, and also I can type and email people. It'll help the people who can't see very well to have an easier time learning.
I think that's really awesome of them, and they have a choice to do that, and that's what they chose to do, so I think that's really helpful, and I think that's really nice.
Thank you for giving to JCPS Gibbs.
Thank you for giving a JCPS gift.
Lane Elementary students got a welcoming surprise from the JCPS Flash Dads group.
All right, check it out. I got a surprise for you. So when you come in, you walk in, give everybody a high five, okay? You ready?
Everyone was welcoming the students into the building, and I really enjoyed it because I think it would accelerate the students' want to learn.
I just like to be a positive role model at the school for the little kids.
I think it's real good that we can help motivate the kids and get them enthused about having a good start to a nice day.
It's been a tremendous day here at Lane Elementary School. Thank you to the Flash Dads. Thank you to this program from Jefferson County Public Schools.
The SDLP competition brings out the best in our students studying technology.
There's so many different things, there's so many different topics. You go from virtual reality to strange occurrences to building houses. Like, it's just such a big variety. EasyCall is one of the first apps of its kind. It uses GPS technology and voice recognition systems to send instant text, calls, messages, anything worldwide to anybody at any time. Our app basically uses GPS technology where you can call 911 immediately by using your voice and sends a message to that person right away. It's just a great place to be around. It's a good community.
A collaboration with students from the Newcomer Academy allowed the ESL students to introduce the Day of the Dead traditions to students at Ballard High School. It was a chance to celebrate art, dancing, music, and food.
It's the celebration, it's the demonstration, the Mexican.
I want to show us how is the celebrate in Mexico. In Mexico celebrates this about the Day of the Dead is so important in Mexico.
Thanks for watching our show. You can catch entire episodes on our YouTube channel. Here's the crew from Ballard that helped with the show. Until next time, keep supporting our kids. Woo!